TRS Clips, the place you arrive at if you just want the best bits of India's smartest podcast, The Ranveer Show. Subscribe, hit that bell icon. But what's your gut feel about what will happen to the world of films, Bollywood, in Web3? Because I hear you when you speak about creators, because what is creator-based fame? It's one person that you look up to or one person that you turn to for entertainment. But storytelling is a human need. And storytelling is the core aspect of why Bollywood exists, why Hollywood exists, why films exist, why cinema and plays and acting exists. What will happen to that whole world according to you?
So I think it gets even more and more democratized, right? So like you're rightly saying, I mean, just think about our grandmother stories, right? All of us in some variation, whether it's a grandmother or a mother, would have told us what was Diwali, right? So my mother's story of explaining me Diwali when I was a kid, or your mother's, would have some of the core truth, which everyone knows, but the actual render of that story for your mother and my mother would be very different. They would add elements of their personality and what they thought I would like as a kid, and same for your mother, the story she told you, right? Now see the same thing with cinema 50 years ago versus the movies today, right? Cinema before was only broadcast. They would look at what the mass audience would like and only target that. Forget the long tail, right? Today, thanks to streaming, OTT, YouTube, some people can create crazy niche audience with content which is maybe not mass. Because now that there are 7.5 trillion, there are 4.5 trillion people already on the internet, right? And because there are so many people on the internet, finding 10 million people who like something is not that tough, right? And 10 million is a very small niche, it sounds like, but a great business and a great opportunity for me to follow my passion and create stuff. So if you see what has happened with YouTube and Netflix, etc., the storytelling has become more democratized and more customized, right? Web3 is going to create that even more. So today you are bound by, on Netflix I can only do this, right? On YouTube I can only do Y, right? Like, in the world of centralization, when you can't really create your own distribution platform, you're forced to go to a YouTube. There is no other choice, right? In Web3, that won't be the case. If that's the case, if for you, finding your users is a layer of technology which becomes much easier than YouTube, then why wouldn't you be able to create even more customized content? You would. And everyone wins, right? You get to follow exactly your passion and exactly your story. The users actually get to see more of the reality than what was happening in Web 2. So Web 2 did wonders for the creator economy because they created a better UI UX, really grew it. But specifically for creator economy, like if I say Web 3 to Web 2 is a 100x to 500x change, for creator economy, it's probably a 10,000x change, right? Because every unique story that is going to get told and every unique relationship is now going to be possible, right? So also imagine that with the advent of AI, you will also be able to change story on the go, right? So let me give simple examples of language. Right now, what you would have to do is, we are recording in English. If you had to do this in Hindi, you could add subtitles, but realistically for good experience, we will have to re-record Hindi completely. But what will happen with AI also, this is not specific to Web3, is we do one recording and in every language, AI will take care and translate our lip movements to whatever that local dialect is. That small change is going to accelerate the spread of your content in every language tremendously.
This is called the Squid Game effect in the media world.
Yeah, true.
Because Squid Game did it in every language of the world.
Correct. Right.
That's why it grew so much also.
Yes. And it's the same thing with games, right? One of the things they say is personalize your game app store page or a Play Store page. And if I'm in Russia and if I do English, I'll probably get, say, 10 people, right? If I do it in Russian, suddenly I'll get 1 million people because people can relate to it. Now just imagine that you did it with one recording, right? And it is now even more possible because maybe Play Store says, nah, I'm not going to allow this AI video, right? The tech is already here, right? Deepfake, etc. The tech is already here. With Web3, you will have no constraints to distribution. So it will make it a lot more possible.
Follow-up naughty question. What do you think porn will become?
So it's really weird because just before I came here, I was actually talking to two entrepreneurs and we were actually discussing the idea of decentralized OnlyFans. So for people who don't know, OnlyFans was like the monetization layer for porn stars, right? And I was discussing, and I started jokingly, but then I thought it's a serious business opportunity where imagine a porn star creating a video, but there are only 10 of them as NFTs, and you auction them out, right? So if you want to see that porn star doing something, there are only 10 videos that exist, and others can't do it. Now there'll be part frenzy because of social status that I own that porn star's video. There'll be part that I need to see that content, and if I'm a really big fan, I'll be willing to pay a lot more money. And also because it's a decentralization layer, people who get into that system can decide whether porn is good for them or not good for them, right? So look, I'm a believer that the two areas where technology got created the first is porn and gaming, right? History will show you that AR, VR got created in porn and gaming, and all technological changes first happened in porn and gaming, right? So again, porn is a basal instinct, probably the oldest profession in the world, right? Will this happen with Web3 a lot more? Absolutely, right? We actually started thinking like there was apparently some bunny coins, which was a play on Playboy, and we were like, why haven't these ideas taken up already? I was really surprised, right? And even the two founders I was talking to were like, yeah, it seems like the most obvious idea, right? To do a decentralized OnlyFans version, definitely coming, right? If it isn't already there, someone listening to this should create it, hopefully.